Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got some interesting info here. Well, I mean, semi-predictable info, but this is very significant for Global. We'll go over why in a second. Looks like Future Gohan is going to be coming to Global. Looks like probably right around when the 5th year anniversary stuff is going to drop, because if the Dokkan event is set to end on January 30th, then what that means is we're probably going to see Gohan drop on Global on the 1st, is usually what that would mean, right? Because again, it's when the Dokkan event is set to end, not when it comes back, right? So it looks as though Future Gohan is 2 weeks away for Global, which, you know, is about a reasonable time frame for DOKKANFEST exclusives, right? Because Piccolo came out on, what, the 4th? So that would be, you know, basically almost a full month right there, so that does make sense. Future Gohan is, like, next in line anyway, so this isn't really a shocker, just sort of like this is kind of like a soft confirmation, right? Because, you know, obviously Future Gohan's Dokkan event is not going to be going away unless it's going to be replaced right here, as it is with the new Future Gohan DOKKANFEST event right here. Really a pretty easy mid-level event. It's not hard whatsoever, right? You could easily take that down. So we get this banner right here. Now, the number one thing that really does need to be pointed out here is I think it is very, very likely that this banner could be switched up for Global. We just saw the Piccolo DOKKANFEST banner was changed for Global, and I really could see that happening as well for this Future Gohan banner. You know, the STR Cooler banner is very likely to be changed as well, because the STR Cooler banner originally had Namek Goku returning on it, and then on that banner, you know, that was the first time Namek Goku had returned, but they went ahead and bumped Namek Goku up to the Piccolo banner to make that more enticing for Global players. So this is definitely a banner to skip. Like, you look at this and it's like, skip for sure. Because, like, you're mid. I actually do like this guy a lot better alongside the new Future Gohan. I can't call you mid as much as I want to. He's obviously very good. And then I do still think UI Goku is very good, but, you know, his transformation is very scary. You know, if you don't dodge, you get cream pied. So, you know, that is unfortunate. But this is for sure an easily skippable banner. The best thing about it, of course, is this bad man himself, Future Gohan, is incredibly powerful. I do think he's one of the top TURs in the game easily. He is a unit worthy of summoning for, but I don't think it's a good idea to summon for him if you're a Global player. It's going to be much better banners, right? The point is to save for maximum value banners with tons of really good category leaders. I mean, maybe if, like, you personally don't have, like, any of the featured units, then it would be a good banner to summon on. Because the one good thing these days is that these DOKKANFEST banners are all DOKKANFEST exclusives, and then, like, the new banner unit, right? So 6 of the 7 units are DOKKANFEST full exclusives, making them very, very enticing to summon upon. Future Gohan is a really good defensive card. Him and Cooler are built the same way in that they are a support type unit before they transform, and then after they transform, they're just absolutely silly, ridiculous, right? This Gohan stacking attack, damage reduction, has defense as well per bond of Master and Disciple unit. Then he's the leader of these 2 category teams. Now, he's also the good type of leader, by the way. HP and attack 170% will give you the best, strongest team. This category is pretty good. Obviously, Global does have the advantage of this guy having his Awakening on Global available for use for this team. He is very, very good. This category is very solid. I wouldn't say it's great or anything. Well, I mean, it's really good. Because you got AJL LR Gohan on here. Physical Trunks, you know, you got a lot of the blue Goku and Vegetas on here, which makes it good. You know, the Future Gohan's like all Trunks is basically. This guy who we're going to talk about in 1 second here. We're going to get back to him in a second. And then, of course, this is what's really crazy about Future Gohan, is he is this new leader of the Hybrid Saiyan team, and he is a really good leader, because many of the strongest Hybrid Saiyan units are actually also on that bond of Master and Disciple, meaning that support type ability is hitting a lot of these super powerful units. So this category is very, very, very strong. It's actually ridiculous how strong the Hybrid Saiyan category is now. It's like, it really is sort of like a sleeper candidate for one of the best teams in the game, because they do have the 2nd best unit in the game on that category, which is really good, right? All right, so we also have this Trunks right here. I do like this Trunks a lot. But, you know, you're just going to want to use him against an Android category enemy or a Cell, because he gets 100% attack and defense start of turn, which is good. Then he gets another 3 key and 70% attack and defense if future Gohan is on the team. Then he gets another 6 key and a guaranteed crit if you're going up against an Android category enemy. And then he gets another 70% attack if he's facing a Cell. So, you know, it's kind of like you want to use this guy against an Android category enemy. I mean, this version of Trunks right here is in a very heavily occupied sort of name for Trunks, right? Again, it's tremendously stupid that this guy has the same name as Rage Trunks, but it is what it is, right? Really, AGL Trunks, this Trunks right here, and then this Int Trunks right here, they should be Super Saiyan Trunks Future, and then all the Rage Trunkses, they should have a different name. That's the way it should be, but, you know, unfortunately, you know, Dokkan chose to be stupid in this aspect. What can we do, right? Okay, so then the next thing that happens is that this story event gets a revamp right here, which makes all these medals drop super, super easy. Then we also get an awakening for this SR Future Gohan, and there's 2 new free-to-play Android characters who are both very, very good. You will need to grind these units up, because along with this event and those free-to-play units, the next Extreme Z area will finally drop for Global Dokkan. I hope you guys have prepared yourselves. LR Tech Cell helps out a lot here. I was telling people to grind him up. Obviously, you know, some of these free-to-play units you need to have. The good news is that this future Gohan and the androids, and even this Trunks, who you also get from this event, they are very, very easy to grind up, because there is a category bonus, I believe, Future? Yeah, the Future Saga, which has so many LRs, so it's very easy to grind all this. Honestly, if you have nothing from this event, if you've never touched this event before, and you have at least a decent future category, right, with a couple of TURs, maybe a couple of LRs, right? Honestly, you can grind this whole event in like under an hour. Like it's very, very simple to do. The roster is not the greatest for this Extreme Z area, but it's not really hard to do. This Trunks isn't really the greatest too, so this is something you honestly could skip. So okay, we already looked at this future Gohan. We're gonna come back to you in 1 second. This guy is solid. The one reason that this EZA area is way easier than the last one Global had, which was the Goku and Gohan and the Vegeta and Trunks one, is because this guy is your forced friend leader, and he's obviously really good as a leader, right? With the 2 key and then 30% to stats. So, you know, you're going to be super and easy with him. He is pretty good. The only thing is that, you know, a lot of these additional abilities of his, you can't use against this, in this EZA area, right? It's not 2 enemies, and it's not an Android category enemy. You're fighting Trunks himself in this EZA area, right? Yeah, there's the Trunks right there. So, all right, so we can go ahead and get rid of him. The 2 future androids are really good and designed to be used alongside of each other. If you would, like, start the EZA area and you get both of them on turn 1, you instantly win. Because both of them have, like basically super high stats for a free-to-play unit going up against a hybrid Saiyan enemy if they also have the other one next to each other, right? So, like, let's say you have a rotation of both of them. They're at 140% attack and defense, stacking attack and defense, medium chance of doing a crit, and a guaranteed super attack. So it's just crazy. Like, you just obliterate Trunks instantly. And then this 18 is pretty much the same thing, except she gets a medium chance of evading rather than the crit. And then she also has the same guaranteed super attack. She stacks attack and defense. So it's a very, very easy Extreme Z area to get done. And then here, of course, is the Trunks. The best thing about this guy is he's going to be really good for LR Prime Battle events in the future, because he is a farmable free-to-play card. So all these free-to-play versions of all these teams, he's going to be very, very powerful in. He's strong, right? Because look at this, 100% defense, 100% attack when facing 2 or more enemies, and then additional 50% and great chance of performing a crit when there's an Android category enemy. He does lower attack and defense as well. His attack isn't really that good. It's basically a very low-level banner unit attack. So, like, AGL Bojack has, like, similar attack to this guy. So that's unfortunate, right? His stats were always pretty low, but he is good. He does have fear. Well, him having Fierce Battle actually is a negative, because you're going to probably be running this guy on, like, free-to-play teams where all the other units have Shattering Limit. So that is a bit unfortunate. Okay, so we looked at that. Now, here's where things could be really, really good. Actually, hold on. Let me actually type this in the timeline. Let me pull up the timeline. This is always something very good for global players to take a look at right here. The Dokkan Wiki does a very good job with this, right? The timeline of events. So if we scroll down, we know how Global has been working lately. They love bringing things together the same way that they did on JP, right? So let's take a look at this, right? All this stuff just came to Global. They kept all this together. Piccolo, LR Tech Cell, this EZA right here is coming out at the start of February, by the way. So actually, this EZA is going to come with Future Gohan, right? This EZA just came out, and then these units are coming out in a couple of days for Global as well. So they keep everything together. So let's go ahead and go look at this Future Gohan celebration and see what came with it, right? So here we go. The Dokkan event, the story revamp, these characters, which we just looked at, this EZA area. But then Blue Kaioken Goku's EZA came with the Gotenkses. So I would say chances are very, very good that this guy gets his EZA probably later on in February, or it could drop alongside the 7-unit Battlefield EZA, but I mean, that would be really good to show up, right? Because obviously, the big thing about this guy is that these two are designed to be used together, right? Right now, Global does not have this guy EZA'd. You get this bad boy EZA'd, and he's crazy. He's on the Representatives of Universe 7 team, because all those participants in the Universe 6 arc all count, right? So you get these two together, and that's quite the strong combo right there. They share most links, right? Go through it. Godly Power, Warrior Gods. He doesn't have Godly Power, but he's got Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Kamehameha over in a Flash Fierce battle. So they link up very well. They're going to hit really hard. That's going to be a nice buff for Global to get. Now, again, I'm only pretty sure that Global will get this same EZA right here. We'll see, because I think Global is caught up in all the other EZAs now, right? Because they got STR Cell. They have Broly, who preceded this. Yep, there's Broly right there. Global did finally get the Golden Frieza EZA, which just recently happened. Buhan, Global got the Buhan EZA. Global has that Super Saiyan 2, or second form Frieza EZA. Global has the Goku Black EZA, yep. The Tech Golden Frieza EZA Global just got, yeah, so that's it. Blue Kaioken Goku is next, because, yep, those came out at the same time on Global way back when, and this guy also did already come out, so yeah. I would say this is the next EZA coming after the Battlefield 7-unit EZA, so this is going to be very, very good for Global. And then these two, this guy in particular, I mean, with the extra attack jumping him from 13,000 to 15,600, this guy gets really close to a 3 million attack stat if you set him up right. Then he's able to build up his defense. He's sealing still. Incredibly powerful. This Gotenks gets way, way stronger and becomes really good. And then this Gotenks is incredibly good if you're going up against Super Battle Road, right? Because he gets to 40% attack and defense and facing 2 or more enemies. So if you're going into the fusion stage of category Super Battle Road, between his medium chance to stun and then this passive support ability, he's really good for Super Battle Road, right? So those are good for Global. Then I think there's a really good possibility Global will also start getting these guys right here. The 50% support type units came out with Gohan. If this is true and everything really is going to follow this same pattern, LR God Goku also should probably follow and maybe be something that would come out towards the end of February, right? LR God Goku being one of my current favorite units in the game, so that's very good as well for Global. But these 50% support type units are super crazy. They are legitimately, like, stupidly busted, but I don't know that I recommend summoning for them on these type banners. You do have a pretty decent chance of getting LRs, but I don't really like the idea of, like, a free-to-play player using their stones on a blue coin banner like this. Like, you're just asking for trouble, honestly. Let me see. Where is the int type banner? Yeah, okay, so see, here's the thing, right? So, well, I guess God Goku did sort of come after Cooler, huh? We'll see. But here's the October banners. You know, we had this. I believe Global already got this. Yeah, they did. They had that was during the Christmas celebration, right? Then of course there's a Blue Kaioken Goku EZA, and then of course Future Gohan, and then this is the bond of. Wait, what is this? Oh no, this is a 6 universe category banner because that's what Goku is weak to, and then there's the bond of Master and Disciple right there. All right, so yeah, this is not a banner I recommend summoning on. The good news is you do have Ribrian and Oceanus featured. Obviously, this Hercule's good. Paragus is good. That Super Vegeta is good. Like, all the featured units are good. There is that, but, you know, let's see who the unfeatured LRs are. So you got Goku, Trunks, and Pan. You got Bojack, LR Gohan. That's it. Yeah, you don't want to jump on this. Maybe when LR God Goku comes out and he gets added to the unfeatured pool as well, then that's really, really nice. But I would not recommend summoning on this. If you do manage to get the Gohan or Vegeta, obviously that's very good. They're super powerful, the 50% supports. In particular, Gohan, has the same ability as the new STR Kabe, where they raise attack and defense by 30% for 9 turns. An immensely powerful ability. But here we go. So that pretty much should be everything coming out on Global. I would imagine pretty much the month of February is what we just laid out. Because God Goku could come towards the last 2 weeks, I think. This banner could come towards the last 2 weeks. And then Blue Kaioken Goku ZZ could be somewhere in there. Now, this will be interesting because I think there's a big possibility there will be a DOKKANFEST banner on JP on this day, March 18th. There always is a DOKKANFEST exclusive banner on JP on March 18th. The Saiyan Day banner. We'll see what it is. Last year it was Global and JP at the same time, transferring Vegeta. So I think chances are decent that Global will get a shared celebration with JP again for Saiyan Day. So we'll see some powerful Saiyan unit, maybe Evolution Blue Vegeta standalone version come out on that day. Would be very cool. So, keep that in mind as you're not summoning on the future Gohan banner and maybe summoning for a Global and JP, at the same time unit in March. So keep that in mind. But thanks, guys, for watching. Future Gohan is good enough to summon for, but I don't recommend it. Definitely keep saving. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.